Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Life as Tiff Knows It. Tiff here, bringing you another whip and chat with a little bit of a different stylistic flair to it. So I thought I would start with the things kind of a little bit outside the whip and chat that just I want to do. So I'm hoping that you'll enjoy this. It kind of jumpstarts your ideas for goals. I had a whip and chat previously, kind of a New Year's themed whip and chat where I was talking about goals. And I think goals are very important in life, and goals are really, personal goals are super important. Is like, I always want to feel like I accomplished something, and I'm so proud of myself. I wanted to share something with you all, kind of to inspire you, kind of to just have some people holding me accountable to continue on this journey of taking better care of my body. So I created this for the month of January. I hung it on my fridge, and every day I had 4 goals for my fitness, and with kind of tied to eating. It's not really that much tied to eating, honestly. But I wanted to work out every day. I wanted to get 10,000 steps a day. I wanted to drink I think 80 fluid ounces of water. Hold on, I'm going to take a drink of water right now. And SUP stands for supplement. So every morning I have a green drink, and I have to stop and give a shout out to one of my best friends, Josette, for sending me. She watches my videos from Arkansas, from far away, because I live in Colorado, but we've been friends for such a long time, and she sent me a free thing, like, of a green supplement, and I'm just so thankful, and I love you, Josette, if you're watching this. Anyway, supplements are just that. I've been doing a protein shake every day. Ugh, I failed today, you guys. Today's the 31st when I'm filming this, but y'all, I am proud of myself. My goal is to get 70% of, like, achieving this 70% of the time. I think that's really realistic. I don't really want to up my goal. I want to keep it at 70%. And yeah, I did it most days. New Year's Day, bad day, because I had a little bit too much fun on New Year's Eve. Today, it spaced my mind to have one of the supplements. I had the green drink in the morning, because every morning, regardless of when I get up, when I start my day, how I start my day, I always can do it. I have control of that first thing in the morning for the most part. But I have it on my work calendar to take the protein shake, and there's too much going on at work today. And I didn't snack or do any. The purpose of the protein shake is to curb my appetite after work, because I'm a stress eater. And I noticed what I would do is I would eat basically 2 dinners. I would eat a dinner and snacks, like Cheez-Its, not very healthy things, because I was coping with stress in a not so healthy way. And then I would have to fix dinner for my family, and I'd eat it as well, because I didn't want to waste food. Oh, sorry. I am so thirsty tonight because we had Chick-fil-A and it's salty. But yeah, I average a 97.5%. And I've tried to be very mindful of what do I do on days when I'm sick, because there are certain days just exercising is not healthy. It's not the best thing to do. And so I've decided if there's a day that I feel not well enough to work out, because if I don't work out, the chances of me getting my steps in are low, I'm just going to cross those 2 out and not have it be part of my total at the bottom. Y'all, can I tell you something weird? One of my whip and chats is about the fact that I see 1204, 1204 all the time. And of course, the total 4 times 31 happens to be 124. I swear, it's just ingrained in part of my life. So I have upped my game for February, and I've created the same printout, but I made it, instead of my writing, I printed it out. So I love that. I love having like physical check marks, like I got this done. And then I love quotes. So my quote for this WIP and Chat is, I am unraveling myself by the ocean tide to pull shipwrecks from my soul. I don't want this record inside anymore. I want to breathe. And I feel very passionately that a way to get that stress out is by not stress eating. So that's where the supplements come in, and by working out and having a routine and holding myself accountable. So my goal for February is again going to be 70%, and I have to learn to not beat myself up if I don't achieve that, if I don't get a 97%. That's where goals go to die, is when I compare things to myself. Now, I did print this out last time, and I kind of wanted to go check by check really quick on, did I achieve this? So all of these things, weekly average of 10,000 steps, yes, I did. I worked out more, 20 minutes or more, work out at least 5 days a week. I sure did. Drink 100 ounces, not 80, of water. That, for the most part, I did. I filmed 3 unboxing videos. They're not released yet. I think this is my 4th WIP and Chat of the month. I did finish North Spirit, and I did do a post review. Yes, my YouTube diamond painting goals are complete. Eat out only 4 meals a week. Yeah, I did not do that. Drink protein shake 5 days a week. Yes. Drink superfood detox 7 days a week. Yes. And this is kind of like an expansion of these two. And I do have also some just career goals of just professional development. But yeah, I don't know. Like I've mentioned before, I'm going through a lot of changes with what I want to do professionally, but I want to keep that a little bit more vague and private. So let me go ahead and get set up to actually diamond paint. I'm so excited. So I'll be right back so I can kind of zoom in more on this ginormous kit. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So it's so funny. I film these on my phone. Right when I was about to push the button, my phone timed out. I thought that was kind of funny. So let me tell you a little bit about this kit. I know I worked on this last week. I'm back to my normal setup downstairs, which I think the lighting is a little bit better. This is a kit from Diamond Art Club, which you can probably see this. Do What Makes You Sparkle, Diamond Art Club. I unintentionally am working on this upside down. Did not even notice because I was so excited to get started with this kit that I just went for it. It's a, what is the size of this kit? What does it say? 40 by 20 inch kit. It's giant. And, whoops, well, I took off the washi tape, but not the protector. Oh, hold on. Come on, you. Oh, gosh. Did you guys see? You might not be watching the screen, but it almost took off all of my diamonds. It did not, though. Okay, so let's start up this new section. Nothing like a fresh, new, beautiful section to start working on. Oh, no. Did I forget a boat? Okay, I'm going to use this boat that's down here. It's not my favorite, but that's okay. All right. So, where do I want to set up my boat? How are you all doing? I feel that I did make a WIP and Chat last week, but I was just so distracted and so having one of those weeks. So I hope in the last WIP and Chat I was thoughtful enough to ask how you're doing. Hopefully you're doing well. This has been a very exciting, eventful week for me. I probably am more high energy this week. And yeah, there's just been lots that has happened. On Saturday, I went swimming with my daughter Denise, and it was like an indoor pool, obviously, because the weather in Colorado is a little cold. And by little cold, I mean -2 degrees, like that area. But it was fun to go out and swimming. Got to go down a water slide, which it's the little joys in life. Like any day I get to go down a water slide, it's a good day. And then on Sunday, I completely spoiled myself, and I loved it. I took this amazing self-care day. I got my hair done. I will try to remember to insert a picture. And I also got my nails done. These are the first time I've had fake nails. So they're dip nails, and I'm definitely still getting used to them. It's very odd to have my real nails underneath these nails. I'm not really I'll paint my nails, but I'm not like usually a nail type person. It was fun though. It's so fun to do new things. And you know, I have, my friend is my hairdresser, and it was just like so good to catch up. I felt like so pampered and special because he works at a salon, and the salon was closed, but he's like, girl, let's just do your hair there. And it was like I got the whole place to myself, and I got to just have like a real like conversation about like deep things with my friend that I just haven't had. And it's so interesting, like we were reflecting on what it's like to be in our 30s. I'm in my mid-30s, and I feel that this is my decade where I'm really actually solidifying who I am and what I stand for, and being able to live in discomfort, and maybe like a little bit of conflict to stand up for what I believe in, versus know or think I know what I want, but kind of be a pushover because I care about what other people think. That's kind of how I felt I was in my 20s. That like I felt this dissonance and this disconnect about who I wanted to be and my potential, and just being too afraid to ask for what I wanted or to ask for what I needed because I was afraid of being rejected. And I don't know, it was like a defining moment to just talk about it with someone else and have it just be like talked about out loud in like just a different way. And I just think that's cool. Like, I don't know if that's like a generic in your 30s thing, or if it's just like when you get older, you just become more of who you are and willing to fight for what you think is best. Maybe it's a stubborn piece, or I don't know. But it was a really cool moment, and it kind of all led up to kind of the timing of it just worked out perfectly, and that doesn't always happen, where I felt this need at my job to just be very honest and transparent about lots of things that I'm feeling. And I can't obviously get into details, but y'all, I feel like I got my hair done and it was such a confidence boost. It made me feel like I was a badass. And I kind of was. Like, I feel like I had a conversation that I have been dreading for a long time. And I did it in stride and confidence. And I don't know. It sounds so silly saying it out loud. But I don't know. It's not often I feel really confident in myself, and I do right now. And is it really as simple as getting my hair styled and done in a salon? I don't know. I don't know, but it was a really cool experience to do that. I think I'm just gonna single place because I tell you, this boat, it's not my favorite. In fact, hold on, I'm just gonna go switch the boat. I'll be back. Oh, so much better. It's just like a basic boat, but there's something about it that it's this one. You can probably see it just like flexes up too much. Does anybody have good suggestions for boats? What is the brand I always hear? Muni-Made. I've never tried Muni-Made. Is it worth the hype? I'm not like huge, like I like when things are coordinated. I don't really care about the color, but if it does, in your opinion, please comment. Does the quality of the boat impact your diamond painting experience? Like, am I really missing out on paying for a premium boat, or do boats from like Diamond Art Club work well for you? I'm just curious, and I know it's a very opinionated question, but I want to know, am I missing out? Yes, I do really like this pen from Diamond Art Club. I don't really like pens that are thick. I feel that it takes whoops. I don't know, heavy, thick pens just like they kind of make my hand cramp up. Is that, I don't know if that's normal. Asking for myself. I feel like I sound like Mrs. Coffee. Let's see. What else has happened? There seems to be so much that's happened, but it's all like, I guess, like awakenings in myself. I don't know. Have you ever had like a conversation with a person and they either have something in their teeth or they have something on their face, and they don't know it, but you know it, and you don't share it with them because it's awkward to share? I had that happen in like a really serious conversation this week, and it just made me laugh really, really hard. Yeah, I don't know. I feel this awakening. It's very exciting for me. I feel there was so much more I wanted to share, but it's hard to do that without talking about work specifically. Denise and her chocolate situation, everything's fine now. So she did last week eat some chocolate X-Lax, and it did make for an exciting night, and I was talking about that last week, and thankfully, you know, I think it was a learning experience for her, and she's doing totally fine. She talks about poop a lot. Does every toddler talk about that, or just my daughter? I don't know. I guess that is their stage of life, is learning how to go to the bathroom in a potty. So maybe it's on their mind quite a bit. Who knows? Who knows? I'm really liking this kit so far. I don't feel like I'm placing the drills very straight though. I don't usually have this much of a problem. Maybe I'm just like thinking too much about it, but I feel like these drills are sliding. Just stay in your spot, dude. Like, come on. So just like planning for upcoming videos, I would really like to do, like, I'm just experimenting with different things, but something that really helps me is obviously quotes, but also positive affirmations. Even if I don't believe them about myself, or like they help. They help set the tone of my day. They help center me and give me a different perspective. They kind of like connect me to like a spirituality part of me, like without getting too philosophical. I would say I'm definitely more of a spiritual person than a religious person. And so anyway, I thought to myself, like, I'm really going through lots of stuff with my job and with my family. And if I found something that helped me, maybe what I need to focus on is sharing with the world, like maybe a diamond painting positive affirmation video where it's just the screen is of me diamond painting and it's just me picking my favorite positive affirmations to share with you all. Sounds like, I don't know if it's ever been done, but diamond painting sure is relaxing, and if someone was telling me positive things while they diamond paint, I would listen. So that's gonna probably be in my near future. I do have those unboxings I've filmed, but yeah, I might release those. Hopefully I can get to this positive affirmation video as well, or do like a lot of them where like one's a 5-minute one, one's a 2-minute one, one's a 10-minute one, and kind of see where it goes, if it's helpful, if I get good feedback. And honestly, maybe I'll listen to them myself. So yeah, I don't know how much more I have to share other than feels good to feel good. And I think I'm having struggles with my family as always, my grandparents, but I kind of feel at peace with things. It's odd. It's odd to just feel okay, but my unsolicited advice to you is do something kind for yourself. Do something that makes you feel beautiful. Do something that you feel is gonna boost your confidence, because you are worth it and you matter. Your voice matters. You matter. And if there are people in your life that are telling you otherwise, then prove them wrong. I think I'm going to leave it at that. If you're new to my channel, thanks for joining me with this WIP and Chat. I so appreciate it. If you've been following me or watching my videos, thank you for coming back and supporting me. And I hope to see you, or, well, I won't see you, but I hope that you will watch my next WIP and Chat. I usually release videos Thursdays and Sundays, and then YouTube shorts at least once a week. They are scheduled to be released on Tuesdays. So on that note, I hope you all have a good night, and I will talk with you next week. Bye.